What is up, YouTube? Today we're going to be going over the latest update to Farming and Friends because the developers actually buffed bees in this update, or so I think. So we're going to go over all of the changes really quickly. We have a few fans with us. Welcome Moose and Connor to the video. We're going to head over here and go over the few changes they made to make bees actually better. So the first thing they did, my most favorite part, is they raised the limit for how tall the towers can be for honeycombs. So this is a regular tower of honeycombs. Unfortunately, it does not get any taller than this. However, you can keep adding honeycombs to the conveyor belt down here. I also need to mention I sort of have 42 bees, which is why I have 3 honey factories, is because that's what I need to actually meet the amount of honeycombs I produce. But speaking of honeycombs, they actually nerfed how often bees will make honeycombs. So it used to only take 10 minutes for bees to produce honeycombs, and now they actually increased that to 15 minutes. And that's because if it was at 10 minutes, you're basically just running around, making honey, selling pallets, and harvesting honey over and over and over, because it just takes too little time. So the developers actually made it take longer for the bees to make honey, but they raised the price of how much honey sells for. So we're going to check out that new price really quickly. I know my beehives are a little stinky, however, I'll clean them later. And I also have all this honey here I need to sell at some point. But I'm going to have a completely separate video coming out later this week of me building a really good honey setup. So stay tuned for that as well because, well, we can do better than what we currently have. But for now, we're going to head over to the Animals Co. store where we're going to sell this honey at the maximum price to compare what it was to what it was before. So if we look at the prices, unfortunately, honey is red. However, you can tell by the coins that that is actually a huge increase from what it was before. Because if you remember from my live stream, basically when I paid Robux to boost it to Rainbow, the price was capped at 15,000 coins. So that's what we're going to do again. We're going to go ahead, boost the values, and see how high honey can actually get. So paying the 80 Robux, we are going to see that the Rainbow price for honey is now 30,000 coins. So that is pretty amazing. So that means all 5 of these are going to sell for 120 coins. 120,000. Well, actually 150,000. Whoa, that's a lot. There we go. And it's also worth mentioning the developers made a ton of bug fixes to the game because there used to be issues where you couldn't move the beehives, now you can, and a few other ones as well, so bees should have less issues now. So just to recap, in this update to Farming and Friends, basically bees take 15 minutes now to produce honeycombs. The bees, honeycombs, and outside the factory stack really tall. And the price honey sells for has been increased. So overall, honey has been buffed significantly. So I still have to compare it to potatoes. I don't necessarily know how good it is relative to potatoes or chocolate milk, but what I can tell you is with having 42 bees and assuming the price is Rainbow, so 30,000, I'm basically making 28 pallets of honey per hour, and those 28 pallets per hour can sell for a maximum of 840,000 coins per hour. And I don't know how much potatoes will profit. I can't remember that off of the top of my head. However, it might be rivaling potatoes. So comment below what you think. Okay, well, that's a bug. So I don't know if you hear the audio. I'm definitely going to mute that in the video, but it's just perpetually making the shaking sound. But yeah, like I was saying, I'm going to have a video out soon making a great honey setup once the developers finalize the changes they're making to bees, because I think they're still working out on how to like balance them and everything just so that it's actually worthwhile to make honey. And like I said, I will be building my own setup and having a video out for that coming out in the next few days. I'm going to be completely destroying this field here where I once planted my potatoes and replacing it with, oh my goodness, and replacing it with just honey factories and bees and nothing else. So before we end the video, I'm going to try and sell this before the prices do change. If they do, that's all right. However, selling this entire trailer load for more than 150,000 coins is pretty incredible. And yeah, the prices did change, unfortunately. However, we can go ahead and check out and see if the average price is on display, assuming it's like sort of green but not completely red. And unfortunately, it looks like the price is even more red than what it was before. Taking a look at it, it's actually at 20,000. Oh well, we're still going to sell anyways. So it's going to sell for 109,000 coins, which again is a lot. It's like 50,000 less though from what we sold at earlier. But at the same time, when you're making honey, basically there are no expenses for any upkeep. You don't have to feed the bees. All you have to do is buy the equipment and then boom, you are set. But thank you everyone for watching this video. If you have any questions about beekeeping in this game, let me know in the comments. Stay tuned for the video I have coming out soon because we will be building an awesome bee setup that will take over my entire farm. So thank you for watching. Have a great day and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.